Friday, folks. Happy Friday. Happy Black Friday. Black Friday indeed. So let's get it down and let's jump in. Folks, Black Friday. The spam today. Let's just get this out in the open. The spam today. Incredible. I'm running a couple of Black Friday sales. I got a Black Friday sale on the Power Sport Academy. I got a Black Friday sale. I'm giving away a free digital planner in Mañana No Mas, giving people free access to a journaling course. And still, I'm amazed because I would not. I have one vendor. I haven't subscribed to them in 3 years. In 3 years. And I must have gotten 6 messages from them today about Black Friday and whatever their sale is. I'm not interested. There's some things that have come through that have piqued my interest a little bit. Yeah, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Remarkable 2 tablet. And there was a ton of templates getting advertised today. Buy this bundle for $36. Unbelievable deal. And then I think to myself, it's a collection of PDFs. Like I can make my own PDFs. In fact, we give away our own digital planner every year. We make it and give it away for free directly through Mañana No Mas and through the Action Leadership Team. That is also ours. So as I'm sitting here looking at my email inbox, I had just cleared it out, and it is not full, but I've got another 21 messages in here again. I must have had 200 emails today and well over 250 or 300 yesterday. Most of them are from vendors that we use. So I wouldn't necessarily say spam as in like an unknown email address, but I would say spam in like, I'm already your customer and you're just sending me 4 or 5 messages today. Like you want more money from me. I find it all very, very unique and interesting. So fitness, from a fitness perspective today. So let's cover this before I go into fitness. Friday, we call it Fitness, Focus, Freedom Friday. Fitness, Focus, Freedom Friday. Fitness, Focus, Freedom Friday. And so my goal today, with it being Black Friday and with having gorged ourselves on Thanksgiving dinner yesterday, the main thing was staying focused today. It was just staying focused with all the spam and the nonsense and the distractions. The goal was to just stay focused. And so I think for the most part, been able to hit that, been able to make that happen. My son's out there putting front brakes and rotors on the truck, wore those out, ordered the parts. They got here today. He's out there making magic happen. As the dad, I'm going out and making sure, like I'm checking in, right? He's 18. I want to get him that experience. I want him to be able to feel like he accomplished something, right? And so he's doing the brakes on the truck. He drives the truck. So it's like, you drive it. Here's the parts. You go ahead and make that happen. I'm here to supervise, give advice, and help. And I'm here to show you some shortcuts along the way, right? I think that's important because I didn't have anyone showing me shortcuts along the way when I was his age. I learned everything the hard way. And so I really try to, step out and do that when I can. Now, the other thing is helping customers. We had a customer reach out on Wednesday and say, hey, I know you're busy. And if you are, I understand. But I was thinking, could you help me with a Black Friday sale? That was Wednesday afternoon. So I opened up that email Wednesday afternoon, and here's this email that says, can you help me with a Black Friday sale? So what do? I help them with their Black Friday sale. I set the whole thing up. I don't even know what the sale was supposed to be. I said, let's just invent a number. Let's say it's 25% off. So I made them a coupon code for 25% off. I put that in their website, created the automation for that coupon to take effect. If someone clicks a certain button, they get the 25% off. And then I built an email notification to go out and tell people about the 25% off, and then put that automated coupon series into that email. So if they click the button in the email, it would automatically take them to the 25% off. And then I made a tutorial video that showed them how all the stuff I just made for them works. And I sent it to them on Wednesday afternoon. Folks, that's what it's like to be part of the Mañana No Mas family. When your back's up against the wall and things need to happen, you can send an email, you can make a phone call, you can send a text. Can we always just put you at the front of the line? Not always, right? But when the opportunity's there and we can make somebody happy and we can give them a clear path to success, we're going to do it. Now, Wednesday is pretty dang late to be having a conversation about Black Friday, right? But I guess some people would be watching this and saying, no, Saturday would be late. like once it's already done, it's done, right? But as long as you got it in before, as long as you got the request in before Friday, well then, hey, maybe we can make this happen. So interesting. So we got that done. So the project in Pleasantville is pulled off like nobody's business. If you go to pleasantviewkansas.com, pleasantviewkansas.com, that's a website that we just released for the city of Pleasant View. Very basic website package with a business directory built into it. So we just released that. Common Thriving is with Joel Iswaigi, I think is how you say his last name. Joel, we've launched his website. It's been over a month. It's been 2 months now. Maybe he's going on 3 months now. I think he's been happy with his website. And we have been getting our content together so that we can deliver a top-notch quality lunch and learn for the Chamber of Commerce. I'll be delivering a lunch and learn live to a live audience here in Hutchinson, Kansas for the Chamber of Commerce in Hutchinson. That'll be December 5th. Looking forward to that. The theme to that is going to be the practical use of artificial intelligence for business. Practical being the active word. The practical use of artificial intelligence in business. And so we got some really more emails are coming in. Look at this. It just doesn't stop. Just doesn't stop today. Wow. All right. So we've got that handled. Next thing. Our apprenticeship program. Our apprenticeship program for WP Agency Academy or Sunflower Launch. They're both using the same course, but they're different projects. The Sunflower Launch is our in-person apprenticeship program for people here in Hutchinson, Kansas. The WP Agency Academy is a virtual training academy for people that are interested in starting their own digital agency. We feature a 47-lesson course to launch that program, but we have been looking at and taking comments from others and saying, okay, what else could we put into this program? And so if we think about it from a digital agency perspective, we start to think, okay, well, what are the basic tools that we would use as an agency? And maybe we'll create additional trainings, because the 47-lesson course that we have is basically like how to start a successful digital agency. It's not how to use all the tools in the agency. And so we started thinking about, well, if we were to create additional value in this training course, what would we do? What would we do as part of this apprenticeship program? And we thought, well, let's start doing some tutorials. Let's start teaching people how to do things, how to leverage artificial intelligence in a smart, successful way. How to use certain plugins, how to negotiate, for the contract and proposal. And so we have been putting together a short list on what we're going to do for content there. And we just sold another deal fixing somebody's old website. This is one of those things. You'll hear me talk about it with Toby on the WP Minute. We call it the agency. Oh my goodness, what do we call it? What do we call it? Oh, Agency Action Show, right? I blanked out for a moment. I do this show every week with Toby Crines. We call it the Agency Action Show. We just did one on plugin fatigue that just got released. It's getting a lot of plays, so pretty happy about that. But when I'm talking to Toby about this Agency Action Show that we're talking about, you'll see that we're talking about like how do people build and run a successful agency. And I'm getting some feedback from that show and the interaction on that show to actually help build the apprenticeship program that we are building. So we're getting feedback from multiple channels, and it's helping me to grow this in the right way, right? In the proper way. So very excited about all this. Folks, I don't know. I have no idea what things are looking like on your side of life. I would love some feedback from you. Put in a comment. Let me know who you are, where you're from. If you've seen me talk before, especially on Fridays. For some reason, the Fitness Focus Freedom Friday message seems to get a lot of play. I'm very happy about that. Very happy about that. Now, I've activated a couple of artificial intelligence tools on the Mañana No Mas website. And so we're sampling with a couple of different things right now. One of those things is these videos that get shared to YouTube will automatically have a summary post made about them. And then the summary post with the original YouTube video gets added to a post and then added to the website for us the day after we post to YouTube. So I'm excited to see how this works out too. If you're following along in the AI journey, right, with using AI and things like that, there is a theory that if you use too much AI, Google's going to like knock you out of the search rankings, right? But it's kind of weird because they also have AI reviews as part of the Google search rankings. So there's a certain amount of contradictory information here. But here's my personal thought, and we're going to see this over an experiment over a short period of time. If the summary article is accompanied by my original video, and the summary article is created from the transcript from that original video, will Google still consider that like AI, or will it consider it like AI augmented using my original content? I'm very interested to see how that goes, and I'm very interested to see how much play or how much traffic these posts will generate compared to things that I write on my own with no AI touch at all. And so it's all part of a big experiment for me. I hope things are going well for you. So let's cover a couple things. More emails. Look at that. Yeah, just spam. Nobody I want to hear from. Like you'll notice I'm wearing like a winter jacket, right? Actually, I have a flannel on and a winter jacket. I'm in Kansas. It got cold, like all of a sudden. So I hope you're doing good. For me, it really interfered with my bicycling. So the first word, fitness. Fitness, focus, freedom Friday, right? Fitness, I got to go to the gym. I don't do good out there exercising when it's cold. So I got to go to the gym. Did not get to the gym today. So I went right on to focus. Working on Mañana No Mas stuff. Got a couple of client things I'm working on. Got 3 or 4 client projects right now that we're juggling. One is a really fun project I'm doing for Lifter LMS. So I'm looking very much forward to releasing that Lifter LMS content. The other thing is, when I say focus, I have been looking at some of the analytics recently. I've talked before about this, about how we're looking at the analytics and we're doubling down on Mañana No Mas digital marketing. It's one thing to do the job. It's another thing to do the job and see the results. And so one of the things that we are monitoring and looking at is what's getting the hits, what's getting the plays. Our most recent YouTube shares, one of them was based on SCORM. Now, our agency does e-learning development work, and SCORM is a part of e-learning development. It's a very specialized part of e-learning development. Ironically, that would be the smallest portion of an audience that I could possibly find. You know how they say the riches are in the niches? This would be the smallest portion of an audience that I could find. Like start big, right? Say digital marketing, and then say websites, and then say WordPress websites, and then say e-learning, and then go like e-learning and e-commerce, and then go SCORM. It's like the smallest segment you could think of. But that smallest segment just got me the widest reach on a piece of digital content. So you're going to see me double down on some SCORM content here over the next week or so. And it might seem like we're pushing an agenda. I'm not trying to get you to use SCORM if you haven't used SCORM before. But what I'm trying to do is attract an audience that currently uses SCORM and give them the opportunity to save 65, 70, 80% of their budget on what they're currently spending by looking at the options that Mañana No Mas offers to run their SCORM content. So you're going to see us double and triple down on the SCORM content coming up. That's part of that focus idea. Freedom. Let's get to freedom, right? Fitness, focus, freedom. Folks, it's a holiday week. I was able to cut things short on Tuesday. I was able to spend time with the family on Wednesday. I was able to do things with my son Wednesday. Thursday, all day, was able to do stuff with the family, Thanksgiving, cook a nice meal, all of that stuff. Today, was able to do just a couple of knickknacks for some clients. on my own time, on my own schedule, make this video when I feel comfortable making the video, and be able to walk away at any point in time and check on my son who's working on our truck. That is freedom. That's freedom. The freedom to do things at your own pace, at your own leisure, at how you want to work. Do I still need to work? Do I still need to create income? Yes. Yes. It's not that kind of freedom. I didn't win the lottery. It's not that kind of freedom, but it's the freedom to set things into my own pace and to give myself a sense of peace when I work. If you watch social media at any length right now, you'll see a bunch of women right now making content about how if they have a blue collar man, they should allow him to find peace. They're saying that men want peace. More than anything else, men want peace. I'm here to tell you, I think that is true. I think that's 100% true. I'm 58 years old now, and all I want is some peace. And so being able to work at my pace, when I want, when I'm effective, when I'm productive, like to be able to take those hot spots of activity and turn them into money, into revenue. I got to tell you, folks, that is a level of freedom that when I was younger, I had no sense that I would be able to get. And as I continue to work on this book that I'll be coming out with next year, 2026, we'll be releasing my third book. And this book has an interesting theme about it. And a lot of it has to do with finding that freedom. Fitness, Focus, Freedom, Friday. Folks, have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.